Yo, 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 welcome to the Jump Podcast where no one's safe up in here. And tonight, y'all, we got a tremendous show, y'all. I can't wait. And don't forget to like and subscribe, y'all. And in this podcast tonight, we're going to be talking about the open carry in Florida that just became the 47th state. This ban was based on an idea of risk of violence, or is it your rights under the Second Amendment? We're going to be talking about that right here. And what is the purpose of carrying a rifle in public? What places can and cannot you walk in and have an open carry concealed weapon? And the controversy of Bad Bunny and the Super Bowl 2026 right here, y'all. Stay tuned. We'll be right back, y'all. No one's safe. Yeah. Welcome back to the Jump Podcast. Let me bring in the rest of our hosts up here tonight. First at bat, it is Keeping It Real. What up, Keeping It Real, sis? What's going on with you?
How are you? Hi, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, I'm excited about this day today.
You're going to bring the noise here tonight, man. I tell you.
Where's my microphone? I forgot to bring my.
Go
I
get
gotta
it.
get some noise
Be a
effects.
party and election and everything else
For
up in
real.
here tonight.
Absolutely.
And don't forget, y'all, to like and subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Please.
Share,
Sorry.
like, and subscribe. Share. It's free to do that, guys. I promise.
Basically free. Let's bring in our other host. She is Cool Beans, Misty Knight. What up, Misty Knight? What's going on with you, sis?
What's going on?
You looking all glamorous, you're looking all.
I try. Last time I was on here, I had the little doobie on and stuff. So I had to make sure I come with it this time.
And you look beautiful.
Thank you, my love. So do you.
Thank you.
And I'm sorry to say,
you're all right, John. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to bring in somebody right now. Y'all ready for
bring
this?
In the noise? Bring in the noise.
Oh my God! Bring in the troublemaker. Here we go.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Yes, let's welcome Money, Life, and Business. What up, bro? What's going on with you?
This guy.
What?
Whoa, has he changed?
You've lost a lot of weight, sir.
He looks better.
Did you get yourself a BBL?
Yeah.
That BBL looks good on you. Send me the info of your doctor.
Yeah, that blue.
For real.
Blue, that's his color. Kicking in this podcast, we're going to be talking about the concealed thing going on with Florida. It's become the 47th state to have an open carry concealed. Do y'all know what's the open carry thing about?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you guys
listen? to a certain extent. I do agree on standing your ground. I do believe that we live in a world where we need to watch our six at all times. Uh, the world, I'm sorry, but after COVID it has gone haywired. I don't know if it was in the vaccines or what the hell, but people are just not right. And and I remember back in the days, if you had a problem with somebody, you duke it out. We fist fighting. There was no knives, there was no guns, there was no nothing. It was mano a mano. What happened to that? Now you hide behind a gun and you use it. I clearly stand for it. If you have to defend yourself, yes, do it. You protect your property, you protect your kids, your family, everything, your possession. But the way these people are handling it right now, mm-mm.
But don't you feel that people are actually able now more than ever to exercise their Second Amendment is to carry guns? I mean, you can't always depend on the police to come and help you. Just suppose you somewhere where by the time the
Eh,
police comes, your butt will be done. What you would
That's
listen,
where
do?
the stand your ground
there's
will go to.
exactly, and there's areas in Miami that the police won't go inside those neighborhoods because they know that it's bad in there and they might not make it out. So everybody is like, I want to say, and it was back in the days. I don't know if it's still like that now. But uh, give me a few. I'm having a blonde moment. I'm pretty sure it'll come to me in a minute. Kobe, don't even start.
I I
Probably
I
gonna say something.
do I do agree to some extent. However,
Hmm.
the newer generation is not raised the way that we used to be raised, where you go ahead and you fight instead of shooting somebody. It's very quick now. Like you can't even be driving and look at somebody the wrong way for them either cutting you off or something without somebody trying to shoot you.
Hmm.
So the
It's true.
times are definitely different. I don't think that an open carry should be happening. That's just me because personally, every is way before the even the vaccines because people are just not tied straight. You know what I'm saying? There's too much stuff going on. There's too much stuff.
I agree. I don't think that the open carry should be available to everyone because not everybody is mentally doesn't have the capacity mentally to do what's right or wrong holding a firearm.
That I agree. I agree.
They don't.
But regardless of who can carry and who can't carry, you should be able to defend yourself. Like Al said.
Defending yourself is one thing, but going ahead and using it to intimidate people or to go because that's exactly what people are going to do. That's why a lot of people want to go ahead and carry because they'd be like, "Oh, well, I'm strapped. You ain't gonna mess with me." Some people don't care if you strapped. They'll go ahead and freaking beat your ass and take the gun and shoot you with your own shit. Like
Yeah, it's true.
And
And they will.
that's the thing of risk of violence. Now, that's one of the questions I was asking. What is the risk of it? Could be more of a risk of a violence
it
if you
could
carry
be.
a
Yeah.
gun.
It could
I
be
think
because
it.
you mean to
I
tell
think
me
it will.
if I see like any logical person, I have my gun and I see my enemy walking down the street and I see that he's strapped. Do you not? I'm automatically gonna start holding mine. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because you don't know what they're doing. Like
Exactly.
it's different scenarios for every different thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like even I remember going to Texas. That was the first place that I ever saw open carry when I went out to Texas a few years back, and I was just like, damn, these people just walking over, but they wasn't trying to intimidate nobody. Had it in their holsters and just going. Like go carry went in there, just got what they had to
Yeah. They
get,
went
just
on the
going. You
way.
know what I'm saying? Nobody
Mhm.
intimidating, nobody doing all that stuff. But all this stuff that's happening now, it's too much.
Yeah.
Well, some agree and some don't agree. They say, hey, I've got my Second Amendment and nobody can take that away from me. I can carry it anywhere, anytime, any place. I can even use it in the bathroom. It's my Second Amendment. And then there's others that are saying, no, you should not be carrying that stuff, out in public because, some people, I feel like some people feel uncomfortable seeing somebody walking down the street with a shotgun. Anything comes up, everything can happen, and boom, self-defense. Now, the difference between stand your ground, there are rules to this law,
Yeah.
stand your ground.
Hmm.
It doesn't mean that if something or anything pops up right away, that you can actually use force. Technically, they want you to defend yourself, but they also want you to try to, that's the last option. They want you to walk away. But in a situation where you're in a dark place or you're in the alley or whatever the place may be, you have no choice but to defend yourself. So stand your ground, of course, those rules also, for your house, for your car, you walking down the street with your family, and especially in
Mhm.
your especially in your house. You know, there's laws also with the stand your grounds that says that if a perpetrator comes to your house, you have to shoot them if it's necessary. Shoot them, right? But they have to be facing you. If in other
Yeah.
words, if the person comes to your house and turns around and you shoot them, now you're in trouble, even though it
Well,
was
that's
in your
because
house.
they got their back turned you because obviously they're not harming you if their back is towards you. How are they going to do anything to you if your back is towards you? So yes, I
Mhm.
think that that is murder.
There's a
Yeah.
clip. There's a clip, and I would like for Kobe, sir, please, can you play that clip number 2 for us? This is a video. Yeah, number 2. Play number 2 for us. Let me see if Kobe gets that together. And this is a video that's showing an officer stopping somebody who was walking down the street, minding his business. This wasn't the first time that this person was walking in that same neighborhood. The day before, they called the cops on him and they didn't do
For
nothing.
walking through a neighborhood?
He was just walking in Florida, just walking, minding his business.
So you calling cops on somebody that's just
So,
walking in a neighborhood?
Well, he had
Don't
a
know
no.
why he's
rifle on him.
there.
He
So,
had a rifle with him.
Oh, a
so are,
rifle.
are you
Okay.
gonna play the clip with the 911 call?
Yes. Kobe,
Okay.
sir, please, can you put that?
So listen to the 911 call and you'll understand.
County 911 with the address of the emergency.
Are you hearing it?
I
Yeah,
hear
but
it
there's an
very
echo.
low.
Yeah, very low, and you got to push it up a little bit.
Do you hear an echo?
I heard
Not
an echo.
now.
I know.
Weber Road, Weber and 231, South Florida. Okay, what's going on over there?
Raise the volume.
A red maroonish long sleeve shirt and black pants with a chain that is walking with a rifle. Not sure of the exact gun. Not even sure if it's BB, but I know a car went to turn off Weber just a second ago, and he took the gun off and pointed it at the car as the car was turning.
Daytime Sheriff's Office, where is your emergency?
There's a guy walking down on Weber Road with an assault rifle and found him.
Okay, what is your name?
And
Okay.
I was actually just heading home because this is the same guy that was stalking me at my work yesterday.
Okay, just stay on the line with me. Are you close to Edward Road in Weber?
Yeah, I just kept driving. He waved at me and smiled, and I didn't turn down Edward. I just kept going straight.
Mr. Smith.
How do you know my name?
I didn't give you my name.
I know you didn't.
reach for your gun. It don't work.
Mr. Smith.
I'm not reaching for mine.
I know
reach
you're not.
Reach for yours.
Mr. Smith.
Reach for your gun.
Grab that by the strap and put it down, please.
Camera on? I don't see no red
It's
light.
on.
Sure.
Mr. Smith, do you know where you're at?
Yeah.
Where you at?
Bay County. I'm on Edith. No, is this Edith Height? Nope.
It is hot.
This is Carolina. Subdivision.
Okay. Can I take that off you?
Huh?
Can I take that by the strap and get off it?
You worried about it? You got a gun. You got two of them.
I know. You got two
Why
as
you
well.
want mine? So why you want just one?
Mr. Smith.
Hey, I'm telling you, you touched me, bro. I
Mr.
talked about
Smith.
this shit. Hey, one more. Grab it.
Don't you touch it.
Don't. No fear,
Man, I
man.
got one at gunpoint.
No fear.
Put it down. Put it down. Hey, shots fired.
Drop the gun. Drop it.
I need code 3 now. I got shots fired.
All right, so
Hey, shots fired. One subject down.
So down.
that.
All right, Kobe.
All right, Kobe.
We have this location.
All right, hold on. So clearly in the video, okay, and this is something real good to talk about. Clearly in the video, the man, number one, when he got pulled over by the cop, why did the cop pull him over? He was committing no crime. He was just walking. It's his Second Amendment to carry a rifle, okay? So he's breaking no law. Number two, he did give his name to the officer, which he didn't have to do.
No, he didn't. The officer already knew his name. The officer called him by his name. He said, "How did you know my name?"
Exactly.
If you hear him in the beginning, he said, "How do you know my name?"
He said, "I didn't give you my name." He said, "I didn't give you my name."
And also,
that's what I heard.
Also, the reason why they stopped him is because if you hear on the recording, the lady said that he was pointing the rifle at cars. Like they were driving past, and he pointed the rifle at the car. That's why they stopped him.
Exactly.
So the lady said that he was pointing the gun at cars.
Yes.
So they have to automatically assume that the lady is telling the truth.
Correct.
Exactly.
Well, I'm assuming so when the cop passes by and sees that the guy that she described, red maroon shirt, whatever shirt with an assault rifle, walking down the certain street, and the cop goes and sees that, obviously he's going to stop and question him. And obviously, and if you guys noticed, the cop knew who he was and even asked him, "Do you know where you are?" And he said, "I'm in Dade County." "No, Lee County." "I'm in Carolina."
But
he's not mentally well.
That's
but
nice.
either way, but wait,
you know that. You can't say that.
But here's the thing. My thing is, if you wasn't doing anything, why become aggressive? Because he was aggressive off the jump. Just by him going ahead and saying his name, he was aggressive.
Wait. Being aggressive when the cop asked him, number one, could he take that?
No, he was aggressive when he said his name. He was like, "How do you know my name?" He was already being aggressive.
Why the cop stopping him? He didn't commit
because he got the report that he was pointing a gun at people's cars.
Aggressive. It's not illegal to be offended. If it was illegal to be offended, someone on this show would have been arrested and doing 35 years to life.
Kobe, can you show your face?
I will.
I don't think I want to see his face tonight. Stay like that. But Kobe is right. People get offended all the time. There's an amendment of freedom of speech. It doesn't matter.
You're absolutely right.
There's a difference between offended and being aggressive for no reason. And this man was very aggressive for no reason.
But he's still not breaking the law.
But he was, though, when you're pointing a gun at people's cars.
And there's two different calls. Two different calls.
He was doing that.
Two
If
different
he
callers
wasn't
that
okay,
called in on 911 calls. What we just heard, that was two different 911 calls that came in. The description of the same guy. I mean, what do you mean? Yes, this guy has every right to walk down the street. But when there's two different individuals calling in 911, reporting that he is aiming at cars driving by,
I
of
disagree.
course they're going to send out a cop to find out. The
It was
you know
cop
what they say,
probably
right?
realizes.
two women, wasn't it? And you know why? I'm gonna just put it out there. No, I let
Don't
y'all
say it.
talk. I won't
Don't
put
say it.
because
Don't.
they were uncomfortable. Your uncomfortability has nothing to do with my right to do anything.
So
And
how
number
Exactly.
So
comfortable
he
you got to
has the
be with
right.
somebody pointing a rifle at your car?
Mhm.
the cop
If
see it,
he
That
pointed what he did to the cop, you don't think he would have done to anybody else out on the
he didn't
street?
do nothing to the cop. He didn't point the gun at the cop.
and
The
the
So
cop
cop
in
should
shot
What
order
did
shoot
for
I
first.
know?
so the
The
only way
cop
that
get
the
to
cop should
shooting
stop
first.
him. Hold on. So the only way the cop should stop him if he was pointing it at the cop, not anybody else. So what are we saying now? That we're just not trusting anybody when they say somebody has a gun and they're pointing it at me?
If if
I'm
if
not believing a woman that calls
A
me
woman.
listen, listen. I'm not believing because a woman decided that she felt uncomfortable seeing someone walking down the street with a rifle, which is within his rights to do. And that's
Second
That is
number
Amendment,
correct.
and
That is correct. However,
two.
the second call states that he was pointing the rifle at cars.
Okay.
but what proof is
Let,
there?
let, let's
What proof
let's
is
get
there?
this, let's get this straight. Let's get this straight. Number one, the Second Amendment of the U.S. Constitution was ratified in December 15th, 1791. It protects the right to bear arms.
Okay, and you
A
can bear arms all you want, but it doesn't give you a right to be pointing it at cars or anybody else.
well-regulated militia being necessary to security of a free state, the right of people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. We are talking about the wrong thing. The right to bear arms is not the first thing that you think of when you worried about someone's being scared to look at them and because they have a rifle on their back. The right to bear arms is so we can protect ourselves from the government. That's why it was ratified. Number two, we have to be able to protect ourselves. And a gun that is hidden takes more time
Then it connects
to
out.
pull out than a gun that's out. Period. Now, if you're
Okay.
uncomfortable with seeing a gun in a public place, move.
It's crazy. It's crazy how people get offended for seeing somebody with a rifle, right? They're offended, but they're not offended
They're not
of
offended.
young people wearing
Yeah.
their pants down to their knees.
No, they're not offended. They're scared.
I'm offended.
No,
I'm
I'm
offended
offended.
just hearing. I'm offended just hearing both of you disregard the whole 911 calls, the two that came in from the beginning,
He
that
wasn't committing
led
a crime.
for
He wasn't
them
committing
to
a crime.
find the guy. Now wait, to find the guy, and then when they did find the guy, he was
He was
so
aggressive.
he was so
I
unapproachably
would too.
aggressive
I would too.
that he took out his gun before the cop did.
I
How do
would
you
be
know
no.
in
The
that
cop
video
took
that
out his.
that cop did
No.
not already
Okay,
have
here's
his
the thing
His
hands
though.
on the
hand
gun?
Here's
was
the
on
thing
How
his
you
though.
know? How you
Okay,
know
his
he
hand
did
was
it?
on the gun. His hand was on the gun. Stop that.
his hand was on the gun, and
That's
he
a
was
threat.
doing this.
That's a threat. That's a threat. The cop
If
was
it
I
wasn't
have
telling him, why
hold
does
if
he
on.
it
I
wasn't
have
have a
that
problem.
hand on the
Okay.
gun if he's
Wait,
not
hold on.
thinking
Hold
of
on.
No.
using it?
There's a difference between going ahead and bearing arms, and then there's also
Mhm.
a difference of when you're bearing arms and trying to do it to intimidate people. And I feel that this
He
man was
wasn't
probably
intimidating
trying
anybody.
to intimidate people. If
He
you
wasn't
were
intimidating
not doing
nobody.
anything wrong, if you were not doing anything wrong,
He was
okay,
not
then
intimidating nobody.
why I'm sorry?
He wasn't
How do you
intimidating
know that?
anybody.
How do you know that?
He
You
was
don't know that.
clearly in the video.
Oh,
What
Wait,
I
he
saw, he
wasn't
was just
okay.
walking
Why?
down the
Because he
street.
wasn't on video.
oh.
Like because they didn't catch him on video pointing the gun at people's cars. We were
Yes,
not there.
they need
We were not
evidence.
there, but there were
They need
people that
evidence.
did see it.
But
We
that's
got
There
like
were
evidence.
people that did
robbing the
see it.
store. Robbing the
So
store. They have to prove you robbed the store. How they prove it? Video.
Okay, but when he got out the car, did he automatically point the gun at him? No.
I'm
He
pretty
asked him
sure
his
he had
name.
the
He was
gun.
like,
I'm pretty sure he
no,
had
no, he
his
did
hand
not.
on the
Not
gun
until he
and his
saw him
partner.
reach for
I'm
his.
pretty sure.
Play it again. You're gonna see that you don't see the gun until he reached for his.
But the video was showing forward. It wasn't showing backwards.
No, if you go ahead and see, you will see that the gun did not come out until he looked like he was reaching for his. Because he even
After the
told him, do
police
not reach for it.
officer was reaching for his gun. And like he
He
said,
was
why do
he
you
was
want my
trying to
gun? You got
because he
two. Why do you want
because
my
the
one
call was
gun?
about the rifle itself. That he was pointing the rifle at other people. And he even asked him, do you mind if I go ahead and I take it from you?
But
He
why?
said, don't
Why?
touch me.
But
He said, do
why?
not
But
touch me.
why does
Yes,
the
Because
officer
you got
want
a
to take
call. You
his
have to
gun
still,
from him?
you
He didn't
still, no
commit
matter
no
what,
crime.
hold on,
He didn't
no
commit
matter
no
what,
crime.
he is an officer. He is an officer. I'm not going to say all officers are correct because they're not. There's plenty that has done
okay.
shitty
Thank
shit.
you.
But
Thank you.
however, in this case, he is an officer. He wasn't being aggressive to the man.
He had his hand on his gun.
He
He had a hand
did
on his
you
gun.
see his
I
hand on the
guarantee
gun?
it.
Yes.
No, you didn't because the camera's facing forward.
Exactly. Exactly.
So you
Just
did
so
not
like
see that.
when the lady called,
You kind of proved my point.
just like when the
No, we're
lady
not proving the
called,
point. But he's
just
he's
like when the
talking
lady
nicely to the
called
guy.
that
The
she
guy is
said
being very
he was
aggressive.
pointing a gun. He
You
wasn't.
had
No,
a
What proof
gun,
do you
your
have?
hand on the
he
gun.
was not being aggressive to the man. I could see if he got out the
He
car
had
was
his
like, you
hand
know
on
what,
the
get
gun.
the fuck down or something like that. He wasn't doing that.
Yo,
He was
yeah.
hey,
he
Molly,
was talking to
He
him
was gonna.
nicely,
He was
and
gonna.
the other guy was being very aggressive.
He
he
was
he
gonna.
All
he
right.
he
So I have
basically put his hand on his gun and talked to me nicely. Okay, shoot me and then talk to me nicely. That don't mean nothing, right? Come on. Come
I'm
on.
sorry, come again?
okay. So
He was talking to him and had his hand on his gun.
But
I
you
don't
didn't see
care if he
that.
talked nicely.
You didn't
He
see
said
that
it.
though.
He said it. He said, "Why you got your hand on the gun?" Didn't he say that?
No, I didn't hear him say that.
Oh wow, selective hearing.
the
Hey, you're selective hearing.
the the
You
one
know
with the
what? We all got
rifle,
selective hearing up in this shit.
you ain't lying. So
Okay.
there's two things. Hold on, two things. The guy that was carrying the shotgun did say, "Why is your hand on your gun?" He did say that. Now, I do want to welcome Juan, that is live on the chat. He's actually the owner and CEO of Cutler Ridge Components, and he has chimed in. He is very well known with the Second Amendment and all the laws that has to do with guns and stuff like that.
Now time.
He
Time to get a specialist.
so he did say my constitutional rights do not start where your comfort level starts. Okay.
Exactly what me Kobe was telling you.
Then wait, jump. You better slow your fucking roll before. Okay. We live in a world of personal responsibility, which
Okay.
is true.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If someone breaks the law, they should be accountable for his actions.
Including
And then he said that's an illegal search, a
Yep.
constitutional rights violation. Sue the law enforcement officer. Even law enforcement should be held accountable as well.
Yes.
If your rights are violated, then hold the cop responsible. Now, I want to ask Juan, were you here when we played the clip on
Yes.
for the guy? Did you see that clip? The whole thing? You heard the 911 calls, you heard everything. I need you to chime in because I need you to tell me if the cop violated him or the guy was explosive.
The cop.
They're
The
saying
cop.
the cop I'm saying that the cop was following his orders, following the 911 call, and the guy was already
But
going crazy.
but wait a minute. Wait a
I think
minute.
it could have went a whole different way. I
It
think
could
it
I
could
have.
have
think
went
so
a
too.
It
whole
could have. The
different
cops should
way.
have left him alone.
I think so
The
too.
cops should have left him alone. That's how
The
he should have
cops
handled
can't
it.
leave him alone for the simple
Why
fact
not?
that
They
they
work
did
for
get a
us.
call
They work
about
They
a
for us.
man pointing their
they were
rifle. So
No,
responding
all
to
he
a
really
911
wanted to do,
call.
hold on, all he wanted to do was talk to the man. And I
no,
felt that the man was
no,
a little aggressive. And not
no. The
even a little, a
cop
lot
wanted
aggressive,
to
because
take his gun from him.
he knew the man's
Okay,
name. He knew the
he
man's
didn't
name.
see the clip. He didn't see the
Okay,
clip. He
no
said he
problem.
just got up.
Okay, so
So
I mean everybody's gonna go ahead and have their own opinions, of course, and that's why this is a subject that is debatable. But however, looking at the clip from what I see is the cop getting out. He did go ahead and ask him, you know, is your name, or he said your name is, and the guy was like, oh, how do you know my name? That right there, you're already becoming aggressive with that
Oh
because the
my
cop knows
gosh.
your name. Because the cop knew his name. So he didn't even wait for the cop to go ahead and
They
talk to
live in
him
the
or
same
ask him
town.
questions or
They live
whatever.
in the same town. They all know each other.
Okay, let me ask you something. If you see somebody going ahead and walking in front of a school with a gun, okay?
That's different.
Hold
That's
on, hold
different.
on. No, 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 no,
That's
no,
different.
no,
You got
no,
to
it's
know the
not
laws.
because he's
That's
just
different.
walking. He's just
You
walking.
cannot
He's just
carry.
walking.
You cannot carry a gun in public official places, including
Wait,
schools,
hold on. You can't bring
police
them in.
department.
No,
You
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 can't.
can't
cannot
bring
go
them in.
to.
There's a
But if
certain.
technically what if you go ahead and you're walking past a building and it's an open carry, you're gonna have to walk down the street. If I have to get from my house to the gas station and I'm walking, who's to say that I'm not gonna pass a police station or I'm
How
not gonna
many
pass a
people?
library or I'm not gonna
How many?
pass a school?
How many people have gone into colleges and schools and
Hold
shot
on,
up
but we're
the
not
whole
talking
school?
about that. But we're not
It's
talking about that.
she's not
We're not
saying
talking
going
about that.
in.
What I'm saying
She's
is I'm
saying
walking
walking.
past.
Walking
So
as
the
long
guy,
past.
as it's a public
hold on,
sidewalk.
hold on.
As long as
Let
it's
me
a
finish
public
here. Let me finish
sidewalk.
here. Let
Okay,
me
go ahead.
finish here. So I'm just walking past, right? And I have no intentions of going in that school or whatever. But somebody call the cops on me. You know what I'm saying? And they'd be like, "Oh, well, she's walking past the school and she got a gun." It's they might just go ahead and be like, "Hey, why are you walking past here?" Now, if I'm going ahead and starting to go crazy and shit, they gonna think I'm up to something when I
Well,
know damn well I'm not. So
well,
why would I become aggressive?
just
First
to
of
let you
all,
know
you
that
cannot
there's
wait.
laws.
I got this. I got this jump.
Okay.
First of all,
Yes, please,
you
Kobe.
can't. First of all, you can't walk within a distance of 1,000 feet in, of the grounds of a school. So there you go. That's the law.
Okay, 1,000 feet. So, technically, if you go ahead and you go past a lot of schools, the schools are inward, then they have the gates and stuff like that. So I would say technically
No
that can
school
be. Because
grounds.
let me tell
No,
you something. Let me tell you
school
something.
grounds.
The way that there's a lot of schools here, okay, where I live at, you can walk right past it to get to a store. Doesn't mean you need to drive. Now, being that we're in an open carry right now, does not say that I
One
can't walk
thousand
past
feet.
that to get to where I
1,000
gotta
feet.
be. I'm not gonna walk around a whole damn block just to get to a
That's the
store that's
law.
right there on the corner.
That's the law. That's what you got to
No,
deal with. That's what you got
no.
to deal
So
with.
wait a
It's
minute.
not.
So if that's the law, then why isn't it the law for somebody to call the cops on somebody that's pointing a damn gun at a car?
That's hearsay. We don't know that happened.
So then it's hearsay for me to go ahead and be walking past the school.
But then you be
Well, you get
arrested because
shot.
you're breaking the law.
No. He
No, you
says a
get shot.
thousand feet. He says
You
a
said a
thousand
1,000
feet.
feet.
It doesn't matter. I'm
That's the
not
law.
walking around a whole damn block.
Okay, get shot.
It's an open carry now. It's an open carry now. So
Okay,
But
why
get
is
there's
it that I
rules
can't
to this
walk to the
game.
store from my house to
There-
the gas station?
There's rules to this game. Now hold on.
No,
Kobe,
because right now it's kind of contradicting what I can do and what I can't do.
No, it's not. It says
Yes, it is. It
it's
kind of
very
is.
clear. It's very clear
No, it's not clear.
on the
Because
ground.
if I'm walking from my house and it just so happens that there's a freaking school between my house and the gas station and I have to walk around it,
Yes,
no, not
that's the
happening.
law.
Not happening. Not
You know
happening.
what?
Not happening because that kind of goes against my rights.
No, it's not against your rights.
Yes, it is. It's against my rights.
The right to what?
My amendment. Yes.
The amendment to walk to the gas station.
It's against my amendment.
Okay.
He said to walk to the bathroom,
Okay.
onto the gas
We
Walking
about
in
to
station.
heat
public
this.
while
We
open
about to
carry.
heat
Oh,
this
he's
up
saying
a
something.
little. We about to heat
What did he
this
say
up.
there?
He said when walking in pub.
When walking
Okay,
in
he
public
said you
while
should
open
be
carry.
exercising your rights on public property when walking in public while open carrying.
Okay.
While
Now
open carrying. He's still
there's a trick to
typing.
that. There's a trick to that. So you cannot go to public property with your gun. That person who owns that property could actually ask you to leave.
Of
That's
course.
You
not
will have
public.
to.
That's private property.
Private
I'm
property.
talking about
Public properties would be
private.
like
I'm talking about
parks
private. I'm
and
talking
things
about
like that,
private.
which I
Okay, you're
don't
talking
think
about
guns
private,
should
but
be
you
there.
said public.
Well, public, he can still carry it. Well, you know what? Let's let Sheriff Braley break it down. Kobe, play that clip for me, and he's gonna break it down. What we would just discuss right
I
now.
love this guy.
Number
That's the
4,
county I live in. I live in
of
Polk
course,
County, guys.
Sheriff
I
out
love
of
this sheriff.
Florida, explaining the rules
I
of
love that man.
open carrying. Kobe, sir, please play that clip whenever you're ready, and let's discuss what the sheriff is saying out of Polk County. All right, now this sheriff, I love this sheriff also because he's in the news all the time, and he'll say what he got to say. So for all those that don't understand, like Misty Knight, that you're gonna carry your gun in school property and la
See,
bodega,
I didn't say
he's
nothing
ready
about
to.
school property. I'm not on school property. Stop putting words in my mouth. You
Be
sound like
Play the
careful.
clip, man.
boy.
You calm down, woman.
Hello everyone, Sheriff Grady Judd here. The First District Court of Appeal in the state of Florida has ruled that our law prohibiting open carry is not valid. That's right. So effective September 25th, if you open carry a firearm in Florida in a public place, it's okay. Here's some things that you need to remember. First and foremost, I'm an advocate of the Second Amendment. I'm a supporter of the Second Amendment. I'm a fan of the Second Amendment. So exercise your Second Amendment rights. But it's important to remember a few things. Understand the law. For example, even with the ruling by the court where you can open carry firearms, as well as the law that allows you to carry firearms concealed, you can't do it in government buildings. You can't do it at colleges. You must understand the law. You need also to understand the law about stand your ground. I've seen well-meaning people end up in jail because they pulled a firearm or used a firearm in violation of the law, thinking they knew what they were talking about. So please, if you carry a firearm, be proficient. Go to the range. Know how to use it. Know how to safely carry it. And with open carry, you lose the surprise element. Everyone knows you have the firearm. And you may be a target of someone who wants to steal your firearm. So personally, I like carrying a firearm concealed, and you can in Florida. But I also understand that some people want to openly carry firearms, and they can. Now, when it comes to private businesses, for example, any private business, any private residence, you can be restricted from carrying your firearm openly or concealed there. So, here's what happens. If you go to a private business or to someone's residence and you're asked not to carry the firearm, you have to leave with it. If you stay there, then you're committing armed trespass, which is a felony. So please, we love our Second Amendment, but it does come with some restrictions of when and where and how. So learn the law. We're going to provide some state statute numbers for you to read and be aware of.
So, again, you can go certain places with your gun, and there's certain places you can't. The man just explained it, and he
So
is a sheriff.
Well,
so
he explained it, but he
basically,
explained that walking past the school crap. He sure enough did. He said you can't go on the property. So there.
so basically, he's saying any private businesses or any private homes. So, for example, if there's a McDonald's that is not corporation and it's like those privately owned one, and that establishment tells you you have to leave with your gun and you say no, you'll be charged with armed trespass.
I
If you
think
come to
for the
my house,
businesses, I think for the businesses, they should automatically put weapons are not allowed. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't know, then they're gonna be like, get out or whatever. How am I supposed to know I can't come in here with my gun if you don't tell me?
It's going
Or you don't have no sign out in the window when I'm passing by.
it's going to be posted.
yeah, they're going to be posting them very
They
soon,
they
if not
they've been
already.
they already been posting it. And
Yeah.
if you look on the doors before you go in an establishment, it tells you whether you can or cannot. Actually, it tells you if not. If there's a problem, they have it displayed on the door, bright as day. Bright as day is there.
See, like perfect examples, libraries. Libraries are public.
Yes.
So they should automatically have them, right when you come in at the doors, no weapons allowed. Things like that. You know that hospitals have it, no weapons allowed.
And
Things like
schools
that,
have
they
that.
should not have it.
Schools have that.
Yeah,
So
correct.
yes, absolutely.
But I think a lot of these people nowadays, when they do what they're gonna feel that they can intimidate a lot of people. And I think also like guns should not be allowed, even though we have the permits and stuff. But like automatically, if you're drinking or whatever, you should not be allowed to have a concealed weapon.
Oh well, it's already that's that law is
Well,
already in place.
you can't take your gun anywhere where there's a liquor license. So
No, it's a
that
all right. Let me correct that. You're partially correct. It's not a liquor license. It's where
anywhere
the
that sells liquor or
no,
or they
no,
hold.
no.
Oh,
It's
hmm.
it's when it's you can if they sell food, if they sell food, you could be there. But if they sell more liquor than food, that's the caveat. So
What
you
the hell
can't.
does that?
So all right. So you could go to a
Any
bar.
travel, any
You
like
could go to the bar. You can't go to the bar with your gun. Most restaurants have bars.
Yes, correct.
There you go.
Okay, so that I agree that they should not. You shouldn't be able to go in there with one anyway. But I don't think anybody that knows, like, if I know that I carry and I'm gonna go out drinking, I should not be allowed to take my weapon with me
Okay.
because people will
uh,
go ahead and fly off the handle.
You don't think
Juan
most of these
says,
people
"I
have
take
this?
my shit." Juan said, "I take my shit everywhere: church, the mall, doctor's appointments, everywhere."
and he
I
has
agree.
that right.
I do
And
the
he has
You
same
see,
that
damn
but you're
thing.
right.
not drinking or anything. So yes, I agree with that. You should be able to go ahead and do that. But you're not taking it also to go ahead and intimidate people neither. It is your right to go ahead and bear it,
But
but
what
it's
part?
you're not
But what part?
intimidating people with it. And some
But
But
you're
people
what
I
saying,
part?
think have it just so they can intimidate people.
and how do you justify that? How do you know?
It's not that I know, is that I feel that they are.
But the way you feel does not matter on my right
Oh,
to
it does
bear arms.
matter. It does matter.
It's not
We're
about
not gonna go ahead and say it doesn't matter. It does matter.
not to my right to bear. How you feel does not matter to my right to bear arms.
Okay, well then that's your opinion, but my opinion is what I had said. So you could feel the way that you feel, but of course I'm gonna still feel the way
No,
that I feel.
no, I'm telling you the truth.
No, you're telling me your opinion.
You're telling me that how you feel
Okay, and you're telling me how you feel.
Overrides
It does
my
not.
rights.
Does not. Does
That's what
not.
you're saying.
Does not. But you can still state your opinion, but doesn't mean that it overrides mine. No, absolutely
Juan
not.
Juan says it's better to have it. He said it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it.
That's right.
Plus, he said, plus, I don't flaunt my gun. He
I'm
doesn't
That's the
glad
flaunt
that you
right.
it.
do.
You
I'm
have the
And
glad.
right to conceal it,
that's why he's able to
but and
take
then
his shit everywhere, but
Uh-huh.
he's protected.
Yeah.
but
He's
then
smart.
If I
again, the
decide to
Second
show it, it
Amendment
doesn't matter.
allows
It's
you
the law.
to carry it unconcealed. It's called concealed state. There's 47 states. Florida just
You keep
becomes.
saying that. No, there is not. Research
That's
that.
47.
It's not
47. Florida
because
became the 47.
Hey, Juan, how many states
I'm
have
googling it
open
right
carry
now.
laws?
Yeah, the only ones that don't have it is California, Illinois, and New York. Florida was part of it before they changed it this year, so now it is 47.
Thank you, Missy. We finally improved money, life, and business wrong. Yes, yes for 18.
you know.
I have it pulled up right here if you want to read it.
What's the code? Give the code out. Thank you, Missy. Yeah, boy, we on our shit tonight.
Finally.
It is. It became the 47th. Mississippi, she right. California doesn't. New York doesn't. But New York has a weird thing. It's just weird. But every other state, 47 of us, do have it.
The 47th state of what, Jump? Please
Of
explain.
the United States, sir.
That what?
Of
That
La America.
have concealed permits.
That have concealed permits?
Yeah, you can.
But what does that? Okay, I get that, but aren't we talking about open carry?
Yeah, open carry. That's what I
Yeah.
meant.
Okay. No, open carry is not 47 states. But let's go.
You know what? Let me get this camera together.
I have, as of 2024 and early 2025, 46 states allow for open carry of firearms in some capacity, with the remaining 4, California, Florida, Illinois, and New York, generally prohibiting it. Now, Florida now is taken off that list. I'm reading
About
that right
time,
here.
Florida. About time, Florida. That's all I got to say. About time.
You're not in Florida. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about where I'm at. Either way, about time, Florida.
Florida will always be his home.
Okay,
Remember
we got.
that.
Okay, here we go.
All right, so we learned about this thing called open carry. Now let's get into, and I'm gonna get this camera together now. Sorry, it died on me here. Everybody
All right,
knows.
All right, we're gonna talk about the controversy of Bad Bunny in the Super Bowl. Let's go.
Let's go, y'all.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's do it. Give me 1 second here. Like I said, I'm just getting.
Let me hear some Bad Bunny now.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
So here we go. You gotta get copyright infringement.
We do not own this music, but we gonna dance the crap out of it. I want to know how many
Bad
people felt
Bunny.
offended when he said, "Y'all got 4 months
You
to
got
learn
4
it."
months to learn
Okay,
Spanish.
I want to know how many people got offended.
Listen,
I do know that Ryan Reynolds, he was interviewed not too long ago,
Over the weekend,
and they asked him, "What do you feel about Bad Bunny?" He said, "I don't know about you,
over the weekend,
but that man said we got 4 months to learn Spanish, and I'm not gonna fail this class." And then he says, and then he was talking about some of his coworkers at whatever movie he was being interviewed for. The person that was next to him, she says, all you hear on set when he's running around is "Vamos, gracias, vamos, gracias." So,
New season.
all right.
Over the weekend, the new season of Saturday Night Live kicking off with host rapper Bad Bunny.
You might not know these, but I'm doing the Super Bowl halftime show.
The Puerto Rican superstar hosting less than a week after being announced as Super Bowl 60's halftime show performer. His selection proving controversial.
I would take Roseanne singing the national anthem again over this guy.
Earlier this year, the 31-year-old announcing he would not be including the U.S. in his latest tour out of fear that the shows would be subject to ICE raids. Some conservatives calling the musician un-American.
It's so shameful that they've decided to pick somebody who just seems to hate America so much.
We have a cross-dresser who doesn't speak English doing the halftime show.
Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem also weighing in, saying ICE will have a presence at the big game.
So yeah, we'll be all over that place. People should not be coming to the Super Bowl unless they're law-abiding Americans who love this country.
But on Saturday, Bad Bunny poking fun at the controversy.
And I think everyone is happy about it. Even Fox News.
Bad Bunny is my favorite musician, and he should be the next president.
And addressing the audience in Spanish.
So
yeah.
And if you didn't understand what I just said,
So y'all,
you have four.
Bad Bunny. All right, Bad Bunny. Just to give everybody a little history of Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny is a reggaeton artist out of Puerto Rico. Right now, he is one of the hottest rappers that came out of Puerto Rico. Now, why did NFL pick him? I'm saying, why not? All right. He had sold over 115 million albums. Okay. And 23 million units globally. Not only that, he has collided with a whole bunch of artists and done so much things for Puerto Rico. Okay. He is and sold $170 billion just in Spotify. Why not have this man there? This is not his first time in playing the halftime show. And so what if people don't know Spanish? How many Americans have gone to Puerto Rico to see his concert and don't know Spanish? Why not have him? He is not the first Latino that's been in the Super Bowl. Shakira. Beyond who else?
J-Lo.
Go ahead, say Beyonce.
She look a little Spanish. Why not have him? Why not have him? A lot of people have a problem because they know that all his songs are going to be played in Spanish. How many kids out here?
You just said that. Why? Because the United States. Therefore, how you look telling the United States, me as a citizen, to learn another language. The official
He's a citizen
language,
also.
The official language of the United States is English.
Actually, it wasn't. They changed it to English when they went ahead and started killing everybody over here. So let's go ahead and face the facts.
Well,
English was not the primary language.
We're talking about today.
No, we might be talking about today, but let's go ahead and go back to history though, because it wasn't the primary. They went ahead and changed it, just like they took over land and everything else. So
Absolutely.
my thing with everybody is going ahead and saying, "Oh, that he's not American." Like, damn, he ain't.
He's Puerto Rican. That's a non-issue. We already know.
No, that's not a non-issue because everybody's trying to make it an issue. Then they're trying to say, "Oh, because he wears dresses." How many of these freaking heavy metal bands wear freaking eyeliner and crap like that?
Well, that I don't. That I agree.
Bruno.
I don't
You
want
gotta put
my
Bruno.
child looking up to. I don't want none of my sons looking up to nobody, no man that wears.
The guy who just died, what? Ozzy Osbourne.
Hello. Look at all
He
them
ate that.
Scottish people that go ahead
He
and wear
ate that.
kilts. Those are still skirts. I don't give a damn.
Makeup,
He ate
I
everything.
don't give a damn. All those people in the firehouses and stuff when they go and they tooting their freaking horns and stuff during their parades and stuff in their kilts and whatnot. You could call it what you want, but it's still a skirt.
That's nice. But
Okay, so then what that mean?
I
You
don't
can't
want
go ahead and
I
have
don't
people
want
look
my
up.
sons. I don't want my sons looking up to nobody. That
Yeah, we not gonna do that. We're not gonna go ahead and do
we
that.
are gonna do that.
No, we not. We not gonna
I'm
go ahead and
a
do
man
that.
and I get to allow.
Because
I'm
I tell you
allowed to
what,
think
I will
what my
trust
son could do.
any cross dresser before I trust any of these damn people out here in these streets nowadays.
And that's the problem.
No, it's not.
That's the
No,
problem.
it's
What you
not.
just
No,
said
it's
is the
not.
problem with
No, it's
America
not.
today.
No, it's not.
Y'all believe in inclusion of the weirdos. That's what y'all believe.
Inclusion of the weirdos.
Yes.
What?
What makes them weird? What makes them weird? Any
Listen.
weirder than a circus clown from Ringling Brothers? What makes them weird? I find somebody that goes ahead and wants to entertain kids weird.
Prince was weird, and how many fans had him? And he played.
How was Prince weird?
Prince was weird.
You gonna include Prince with Bad Bunny? Are you out of your mind?
I think Bad Bunny
But
is a better
he
artist
did the
than Prince.
same. He did the same
No, he
thing
did not.
that.
Don't disrespect Prince like that. Stop it.
He wore heels. He wore eyeliner.
Yeah,
What
exactly.
that mean?
Stop.
And he wasn't
No,
weird.
you can't say stop because he did.
He did that on stage. It was
And that's what Bad Bunny does too. He's an entertainer.
I don't care.
He's an
Oh,
entertainer.
see, but you don't care. But you don't care. But it's
That-
okay for one, but not
they
the
kiss
other.
no dude. Yes.
It's okay
Yes,
for
it's
one, but not the
fair.
other.
It's not fair. You're right.
Okay,
I'm
double
telling you, it's
standard.
not
That's
fair.
what we gonna go ahead and name him. Double
I
standard.
don't believe Kobe.
Double standard.
Now,
It doesn't matter.
one
It
of the
doesn't
I
matter if
believe
you're
what I say
weird.
because I believe
So-
I'm standing on it. I'm standing on it.
So-
I'm not just saying this. I am
Okay,
standing
so-
on it. It don't have nothing to do with him being Spanish. It does not have. I love Spanish.
Apparently, it is.
I don't
Apparently,
like.
it is. It is
You
a
gonna
big
tell me what I
situation right
think?
now
You think
because
you
he's
telling me
Spanish.
that's what it is? You telling me
Yes.
I'm
Half
talking
of
about?
it.
That's what it
Half
is.
of it. Half of it.
What did I say just now has anything to do with him being? Are you saying the Spanish people? Oh, okay. So you're saying Spanish people are weird? Is that what you're telling me?
No, I
You
never
said
said
it.
Spanish was
Okay.
people.
You
said
are
it.
the one who's
I
saying
said
it, Kobe.
You're saying
You're
Spanish
the one
people are
that's
weird?
saying it. You said
I
he
said-
weird.
I said he's weird. I didn't
Okay.
say Spanish people. You included Spanish people in it. Spanish has nothing to do with it. I don't want no dude.
Listen,
I don't want
apparently-
no dude. I don't want no dude that wears a dress and kiss men on my TV
What
and
does
showing
that-
my kids anything. That's what it has to do with it. Yes.
Oh Lord, please,
Oh,
Lord have
Lord.
mercy.
No, number one.
But it's
number
okay
one,
though for
listen.
everything else. You'll have people on his TV that beat women, that go ahead
Curse.
and do coke
Curse on
or
TV.
sleep with prostitutes. All those could be on your TV. But somebody that
now-
goes ahead, minds his business, does his work, and because he feel like going ahead and sleeping with men, that's a freaking issue.
Yep.
Do you
Oh
want me to
no.
answer that?
no!
That's
See,
his
that's
I
not
will
what we
say
gonna do.
this.
Tell me when
We
it's my
not gonna
turn
do
so I
that.
can answer. I can answer
Jesus,
that.
Lord.
Tell me when I can answer that. I can answer that now.
Go ahead.
The answer to your question: if somebody was I don't see nothing wrong with paying for a prostitute. That's not my thing. But if somebody wants to pay for a prostitute, that's a victimless crime. That's number one. Number two, everything else you said, no, I don't agree to it. So there you go.
Nah.
Tata, do you
So-
agree with me? Do you agree with me that that Bad Bunny is being targeted because he's Spanish?
Of course he is. I'll say that.
What did you say?
Do you think he's being targeted because he's Spanish and they don't want him to perform at this big stage?
And I'll tell you why.
Please,
this
inform me.
is coming. Okay? Kobe, don't speak. Unless your face is there, don't speak to me. Okay? Because I don't know who that is up there. Okay?
That's his
I've
rooftop.
asked for your this is my
I know.
second time I asked you to see your face. You don't want to show me, then don't speak to me.
Ain't nobody
Okay?
want to see that face.
Excuse me.
You
So
want to see his face?
I'm gonna
Hold
tell
on.
you. You said so Jay-Z is the one in charge of the
Yes,
NFL Super Bowl.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
let's point that out
Of the
there.
talent, of the
That man
talent,
selected him, handpicked him like this, and said, "You're gonna do the Super Bowl."
and a
And
great
he
pick
had
he
to,
did.
and he had to convince him because Bad Bunny already had said that he was not going to perform in the USA.
Here we
That's
go.
why
Why
he
is
did
that?
a whole 31 days. And I will get to that and let me speak, sir.
Here we go.
It's 31 days he did a residency in Puerto Rico for his people to bring in money that was taken from him during Hurricane Maria. The funds that were sent to Puerto Rico that was taken by the governor, that lady over there, okay? The water, the toilet paper, all that shit during COVID and all that, this lady took everything. So what did he do?
That's Puerto
He
Rico's
did
problem.
can you shut up, Kobe? Because that is part of the United States.
It is.
So,
Every state
no,
got to
I'm
deal
not
with
done
that.
yet. I'm not done. The reason why Jay-Z picked him is not surprising to me, because I will tell you, Bad Bunny generated nearly $400 million in economic impact relief fund for Puerto Rico, nearly doubling the initial forecast of 200 million. The economic impact includes revenue from the concerts themselves and a broader boost to local businesses such as hotels, restaurants, retail stores due to the influx of tourists. He gave the pick me up to Puerto Rico that it needed because Puerto Rico was left a forgotten island, and him growing up to his island, me growing up to my island, I would represent Puerto Rico the way he does. It's a beautiful thing, okay? And what he did every night, he had a different Puerto Rican singer there, not only from the island, but brought them from everywhere,
Not
anywhere,
to mention he was sold out for every single show.
every single concert. Do you know how many people flew to Puerto Rico just to see him in a concert? All the between they even interviewed and they even said like they have no words that they want Bad Bunny to run for the mayor because they said that Bad Bunny loves Puerto Rico more than the actual mayor does, you know? So I give it hands down, he deserves that. He deserves his shine in the thing. This is a cultural awakening, okay? Because it's not
And
only, it's not only the Latinos, it's everywhere around the world.
and think
Everywhere.
about the money that's coming in. Think about the ratings that are going to go up. You
The
know, you not
ratings.
only
You
got
know how
Puerto
many
Rico watching, you got other international
that
Spanish
love
countries that are
him.
going to watch it just because Bad Bunny is coming in. So the NFL and Jay-Z play their cards right. They want to go international. They want
Yeah.
to. You know, people
And it
that
will.
don't follow football, people that don't follow football will watch that one game mostly because of the halftime. Kendrick Lamar last year had a successful halftime show,
After they
and
said he
others
wasn't.
and behind it. This one here could actually break more records than ever. Every
Yeah.
year, the halftime gets better and better and better. This could be
Yeah.
not only opening doors to other Latinos to come in and share an American sport because Puerto Rico, regardless what some people say, regardless, Puerto Rico is part of the United States. There's still some things I don't understand about Puerto Rico. Like we can't vote for the president here. You actually got to be here, which I don't understand. But the other half is that back in the days, United States wanted Puerto Rico because it was the middle of all the Caribbeans. It's easy to get anywhere from Puerto Rico. So they were interested in it and they got it. Puerto Ricans now have their little mixed emotions about it because the military has gone there and has destroyed a lot of things.
Whoa. You're not going to do that. You're not going to talk about the military going there and destroying, because the military and the United States went there and built it up. Now, as far as the Bad Bunny situation, I was joking about all the other stuff. I really do believe that it's a good look for Bad Bunny to play the Super Bowl, and it's going to get high ratings.
Wait, can we get that on recording? Can we get that on recording?
It's recorded.
It's worldwide. It's on YouTube. We on TikTok. Everything. Everybody's going to hear it.
I don't like the dressed and the kissing boys thing. But
well, let me ask you something. Have you actually watched any of his concerts? Have you actually watched any of his concerts? Because his concerts doesn't have any of that.
Let me finish. That's what I was about to say.
No,
I know he did that before, but it's been years since he actually done anything like that. So, okay, I'm giving him a pass because it's only been public once. Okay, it was a publicity stunt. He never did it again. I could deal with that.
Well, thank you for your pass.
I do agree that he should be able to do it. It shouldn't be a problem that they are having. But that thing about learn Spanish, nah.
Why not?
That was a stunt. That was funny. That was a stunt.
That's
that
for
was
all
a
the
stunt.
people. That's for all the people that was like,
that
oh,
were
I can't
hating.
even understand him and this and that or whatever like that. So that was just a stunt on that.
Because it's a stunt, but the Americans go to Puerto Rico and learn Spanish. Why shouldn't the Americans?
My mama is white and she learned Spanish.
Oh, finally admitted, huh?
What do you say?
My mama is okay. It's no, if you really know me and know my history, and Juan is the longest person that he's known me. He knows my mama too, or he knew my mama because my mama passed.
I'm sorry.
Okay, my mama. Thank you. My mama was Cherokee Indian and half Irish. My daddy is Cuban.
You said white man.
What?
In the quarter.
My mom is white. She's Cherokee Indian.
You can't
Irish.
be Cherokee.
That's white.
That's two opposite sides of the spectrum. That's like the most opposite you could get. Cherokee and white.
Now Juan has put up.
Hey, nowadays you definitely can be that.
One is conquered. One is conquered. One is the conqueror. Like, honestly, that's the two sides of the different spectrum. I'm just saying.
Now Juan here look like he's backing me up. Tata, I'm gonna put up some stuff here because he's active. And thank you to Juan for joining the podcast and helping us out here. So, like I said before, that Kobe said we're not gonna go there. Well, it's the truth. Okay. America did use Puerto Rico for their military base, and they did a lot of practicing. And here's one of the proof. Juan is saying they bombed.
He said they bombed the shit out of Puerto Rico. They stockpiled weapons and armament on those islands.
Okay,
yeah, they did. Because you got all those little castles and stuff with the military. You've been to San Juan. You've seen them.
It's documented. There's a historical fact that the U.S. government tested bombs on Puerto Rico beaches.
That's why Puerto Rico wanted the U.S. government out of Puerto Rico.
And then what would have happened what would have happened if if the Puerto Rican government would have got the United States to actually leave, which they can't tell us to leave. But if they would have actually did that, what would have happened? every single hurricane that tears down the island. Why do you think Puerto Rico is getting the best aid of
What?
all
No, they're not.
the
No, they're not,
the
sir.
islands?
Who?
Yes,
they're
they
not.
are.
Who?
No,
Yes.
they're not. No, they're
Why do
not.
you? No,
When was
Bad
the
Bunny
Absolutely
is
last
the
not.
time
one
you
You
who's
have
there?
not been
wasting
in
When was
Puerto
the
money.
Rico,
last
sir.
time y'all was there? When was the last
Listen,
time y'all was there?
I've been
I
there
was there a
2
few
years
years
ago.
ago.
I was
I
there
was
2
there
years
recently.
ago. And
I was
Puerto
there
Rico,
recently. I was
and
there
then you
recently,
saw what I
months
saw.
ago.
Puerto
No,
Rico has suffered the worst in
Yeah,
of
any
and they're
all
Caribbean
still in
the
the
island.
islands
slumps.
of the Caribbean islands. Are you out of your mind?
Wait,
It is
wait, wait,
the
wait,
worst,
wait,
one of
wait.
the worst.
All
Wait,
islands have suffered. All islands have suffered. So
But
we
the
yeah.
can't say
United
which
States
one has
Virgin.
suffered the worst. I think I want to say that Haiti is probably the worst off out of everybody.
Okay,
Okay, because
but
we
what I'm
have
Not
seen
part of the
how
U.S.
Haiti has
It is
struggled.
not part of
but
But
the
what
U.S.
I'm saying
Puerto Rico is
is
usually like one of the
build up,
first ones to get hit. And
and
even
they get
now,
built up.
No, they don't.
still, we go ahead and
What
stop
the hell is
sending
you talking about?
supplies and everything else over to them.
They
Hold on,
considered
Missy.
a
Hold
state.
on,
They
Missy.
all get supplies. What are you talking about?
They're
Hold
not
on. Hold
considered a
on. Hold
state.
on.
They're
Hold on.
They're
Hold
not
on.
considered
Hold
a
They're
on.
state.
Hold on.
almost considered a state. They
I
get
don't
supplies
believe
just like a
Puerto
what
state.
I'm
Rico is
hearing.
I
not
don't know
considered a
where he
state.
was.
I
I
don't believe
said,
what I'm hearing.
did you not hear almost, man?
I didn't hear
Listen,
you.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
You
Puerto
sound very
Rico,
low to me for some reason.
I
Puerto
know why.
Rico is suffering because the U.S. is not helping out like they should.
Yep.
Why
People
should they?
already poor. People
Why
were
should they?
already poor in
Why
Puerto
should they?
Rico.
Why should they? Why
U.S.
should
What do you
they?
mean? Why should
a
they?
president was sent billions of water and left it and said, if you want the water, go get it. And the people had no way of getting this water.
That
And
was
the water
Hurricane
got
Maria.
stuck there. It got stuck there
Stuck
until it
where?
rotted. And the
Food that
people
went rotting and stuff
starved.
like that.
Where
Yeah.
did it get
Yep.
stuck?
Yes.
No,
Yes.
jumpstart. Where did it get stuck at? Where did it get
It got
stuck
stuck
at?
in Puerto Rico. But
All
is that
right then. So
helping
that's
them?
the Puerto Rican
Is that
government.
helping them?
You ding
People
dong.
got no vehicles to get to something.
They
Shouldn't they
so what we gonna
send it
spoon
to
feed
them?
you too? We gonna spoon feed you too?
You know what?
We gonna
It's
take a
called help,
spoon and
sir.
then put it in your
It's
mouth?
called help.
So
Why
bring in
halfway do
bring
it
in
and call
supply,
it help?
bring in
Help is
supplies
help.
from the
Help
United
is
Wait.
States
Hold on.
to the
Hold on.
country is
I
not
think. I
helping.
think with us going ahead and getting the supplies to PR, we did go ahead and do that. It was up to the government in Puerto Rico to go ahead and
Yes.
distribute
And
that.
I'm and
Now,
and I'm go
they went
ahead.
ahead and let a lot of that rot. They did go ahead and say it was
That's
like
internal issues.
thousands and thousands and thousands of water there and food that just got spoiled and stuff like that. And I believe that that was the government that did that.
Oh,
But
wait a minute. The president called Puerto Rico the land of trash.
oh
How
yeah, he
the
did.
hell?
He
What does
did.
that have
He
to do?
did. He did,
Oh,
and he also
after
held
what he
That's
money
the
did?
back
mentality
when
they
they
have in
when.
Puerto Rico, sir.
No,
That's the
Listen,
mentality
you are.
they have of
That
a
has
beautiful
nothing to do with the
island that
conversation we
didn't
having
want the
now.
military
You
in there.
jumping
The
around and you
military
make no
wanted
sense,
Puerto
sir.
Rico. There's a
You make no
difference.
sense, sir. That's not what you just said. You just pointed out that the government have internal issues. We went and brought the food there. If we brought the food and water there, what we supposed to do after it get there? We got to run your infrastructure too? No,
Yes,
sir. You're wrong.
yes.
no, that
People
was
had
that
no
was the
ways
Puerto
of
Rican
getting
government
it.
that did that.
They
We
had no
yes,
ways of
there
getting
should
it.
have been somebody if they didn't know what to do with it, then they should
That
have said, "Hey,
mayor,
we need help." That's one
the
thing that should
mayor,
have, huh?
the lady that is in charge right now, her and her husband have been reported to the government of the United States of them stealing all the supplies that they were sending over to the US, her holding it in warehouses and it wouldn't distribute them, that it was found all rotted or decomposed, the food,
Yes,
the water, the all the liquids, and
yes.
she got a lot of heat for it. When they reached out to President Trump, he said, "Not my problem." and he went like this. Why? Puerto Rico is part. That's when he said, well, Puerto Rico is on their own and da 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 da. Sir, Puerto Rico, Puerto Rico is part of the United States. What are you talking about? What? You won't help? Then he started to, okay, not a problem. But the main person that needs to be taken out, and the only one that could take her out, is the United States to go in there and take her out and replace her. But
it's funny. It's funny how the president, right, could send national arms on this ISIS case, but he couldn't send the National Guard to go help the people.
My thing is,
where
did
he send
California, Chicago.
Okay.
Is he sending National Guard to Portland too?
Okay.
Yes.
So what does that have to do with Puerto Rico?
It
What
has a
about the
lot
tea
to
in China?
do
What is
with
about the tea in
why
China?
worry about one thing and not worry about saving lives.
Wait, hold on. My thing about this whole clip that you played was when she said, well, ICE is going to be there and da da da. What are you going to do? Deport fucking Puerto Ricans? Since when do we deport Puerto Ricans? Because the majority of that Super Bowl, I guarantee you, is going to be Puerto Ricans. Guarantee you. Puerto Rico will bring it in hot for Bad Bunny. They will.
Listen, my whole thing is some of these people not even knowing that Puerto Rico is a commonwealth to the U.S. That's one thing.
Big one.
Like
a big one.
that how could you go on a podcast or news or whatever and actually say that
He's not an
they need to
American.
get somebody from the U.S.
America.
from America, and
Do we
then
have that clip? Please tell me you
that
do.
just blows my mind. How you go ahead and you say something like that? Like, where was you in history class? Like, this is something that is taught to
Hey,
you.
John, please tell me you have that clip.
Like,
Nah, I don't have that clip.
how do you not even feel embarrassed
Kobe,
about not knowing that?
run that clip. See if you can find that clip, Kobe.
How do you feel embarrassed about going ahead and saying you're gonna have ICE there for what? He is not from some other country like that. You know what I'm saying?
And let me say this. And there's a comment here that the crime in PR is nuts. He's absolutely right.
It is.
But it is.
It is.
But it ain't no different than the United States.
The only difference is that Puerto Rico is smaller. That's the only difference.
You're
It's smaller. That's the only difference.
Y'all don't go to Puerto Rico.
Why don't they give Puerto Rico open carry?
I go.
Oh, they open carry, all right. They open carry Puerto Rico. Mess around and find
It might
out.
not be legal, but they open carry.
Not legally.
Somewhere. You mess around Puerto Rico with this crap, and you see where you
First
end
of
up
all, he's right about that. It's horrible there as far as
Yeah.
crime go.
Of course it is.
Okay,
is.
so
No denying.
no, you're saying like it's not, because I go to
I'm
the
not.
regular parts of Puerto Rico and it's a different level of crime there, buddy. It's
What
a
I
real
said-
different level
what
of crime.
I said, I'm gonna repeat it. The Puerto Rican crime that's happening in Puerto Rico ain't no
It's
different
not like
than
the
in
United
States.
No,
it ain't no
you're
difference,
wrong.
sir.
You're
It's just
wrong.
smaller,
You're
but ain't no
wrong.
difference.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
But if you was to help
I
the
went in the
people,
I
if
went in the
United
burials.
States claim
It's not the same, buddy.
that they love Puerto Rico, then they should give them what they need. There's a lot of poverty in Puerto
Give
Rico.
what?
There's a lot of poverty in United States. And the
Are you
thing is, why is there crime? Because
the
people don't have
governors
jobs.
control the
People
state.
have
You do know
lost
that,
their
right?
houses. People have lost their land and can't maintain it because it's either maintaining the caballos or maintaining themselves. And which one you think?
And who controls that?
Their slaves. The United States should help.
No,
we're part of the United States. We
Puerto
help
Rico
everybody
controls
else.
that.
Sir,
Every state
we don't mind
controls
our
their own
business.
stuff.
We
Hold on,
help
hold on.
other
Can I just say
countries,
this,
but we
Joe?
don't help ourselves.
We can't. Okay, because this is just going off a whole different scenario right now. But we can't go ahead as Puerto Rico be like, you know what? we are not a freaking state of yours and blah blah blah, and then turn around and be like, look, we need help. We can't go ahead and keep doing that. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I understand that we're not a state, but it's a, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a certain way you come about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, we need your help. We are a commonwealth of yours. At least go that way. Say we are a commonwealth of yours. Yes, you are supposed to go ahead and protect your commonwealth states. Okay? But treat us with respect. And I don't think that we get treated with respect.
No, we don't. We get
Not at
treated
all.
like a third world country, and even the third world countries, the United States treat them better, and that's sad because we.
But you know what? Also, we gotta go ahead. They have. I'm gonna say they because I don't live there, but they have to go ahead and protect themselves as well. They should, like, the crime and everything, all that shit. Like, if anything, you're supposed to go ahead and try to up your country. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not that big. So what you should do is go ahead and try to go ahead and clean it up. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like a little thing to say, but it's a big impact.
Very big, very important.
I think we're talking about things that they're not even worried about because
facts.
Honestly,
no, but it all ties together.
No, it's not tied together. You know why I don't think it's tied together? Because they know how to handle this stuff. I'm gonna tell you, when I'm there, I feel safe, and it's worse than the United States. I mean, well, it is, but it's worse than the regular states.
See what I'm saying, y'all?
I'm not just that.
Did you see it?
Technically, it is.
And that's
not
what
the
a lot of
United
Americans think about
No,
Puerto
but
Rico.
it's not the United
That's
States.
my argument right
It
there.
is not the United States. It's not.
It's part of the United States. It's part of the United States.
United States, and being associated with the United States and being the United States is two totally different things. Okay?
How we associate?
Because they're not the United States. They're not a state. They will have to be ratified as another state in order to be with the United States.
And that's why. Because Puerto Rico doesn't want it.
Puerto Rico doesn't. They want to stay independent.
Okay, that's fine.
Can you blame them?
That's fine. But Puerto Ricans are citizens.
Yes.
Yes, we
correct.
are.
All right,
Yes,
then.
we
So
are.
what are you complaining about? You just
What do you
told me
mean
I'm trying to.
I'm complaining,
because
I'm
they don't
complaining
wait.
about the mistreatment the United States has with the United States.
Because
We're part of
Bad
the United
Bunny.
States.
Because there's some ignorant people in the United States that don't know that Puerto Rico is associated with the United States, and Puerto Rico.
Listen, not even the freaking orange man knows that freaking Puerto Rico is part of.
Can you please play the clip?
Like he doesn't even know. He don't know what territories he covers.
Play that clip. Find that clip.
When you go ahead and say stupid crap, like, you know, you wanted to speak to the president of Puerto Rico and they didn't want to talk to you, or freaking the Virgin Islands and they didn't want to talk to you, and you don't know what you cover, you shouldn't even be there.
Totally agree.
The Orange Man Group. That's what he is. The Orange Man Group. I can't even take it and put it in my mouth. Listen, I can't even say that word because he is freaking as dunce could be. I'd rather have a freaking and then him and his listen, I'm about to start a whole new topic. Okay? I'm about to start a whole new topic in a minute. I'll just stay quiet. I am. Boy, Lord have mercy.
So I think going back to Bad Bunny, I think is a great situation. I think the people out there needs to keep on exercising their amendments, freedom of speech, to bear arms. Don't let the government take that away from you. Yes, we want you to do it right. Of course, we don't want you to break the laws. You break the laws, as we saw Sheriff Brady say, don't go into public buildings. Don't go into schools. If you go into private properties, if they ask you to leave, kindly just avoid it. Leave. It's very important to understand exercising your amendments, but do it right. Don't let
Basically, don't
nobody.
be a dick.
Yeah, don't be a dick about it. Just listen. You in somebody's house, somebody's property. You're near their car. They ask you step back. Go ahead and step back, man. Just it's not a big deal. You got nothing to prove. You know, don't let the police bully you. Protect yourself. Don't wreck yourself. You know what I'm saying? As we waiting for Kobe to find that clip, if he can find
I'm
that
not
clip,
finding the clip. Somebody please find it and send me the link.
Tata already sent it to you, I
It
believe.
it was on the spreadsheet.
I played everything that was on the spreadsheet, man.
Okay, no problem.
We'll get it. We'll get it next time.
Let me see.
See. Okay, she gonna look for it. Tata,
help me, help you, help me, help you,
help you, help me. Tata, do you think there's gonna be a crazy halftime show? Do you think it's actually gonna?
I think he's gonna come with the shits, with all the shits and all the stunts, and he's gonna give it his all. And I'm all for the shits. I'm excited for it. I can't wait. Um, to be honest with you, I don't even know who's playing in the Super Bowl, nor do I care. But I
That
do
hasn't been
care about.
decided yet.
Oh, okay. You see, I don't even know who's contending, regardless.
Oh,
Anyway, because I
that's
don't
another
care.
thing.
Everyone's
Freaking
contending.
Dallas Cowboys. How the hell the owner going to talk about if Bad Bunny performs at the Super Bowl? We're not. You ain't show up in how many years to the Super Bowl? How did we ain't worried about your ass even going?
Hey, that's another question that I asked. and let's get into this one. Do you
The
think
sponsorship?
that the sponsors should pull out just because they don't like who's performing?
Yes.
I'd say everybody has
That's
their
their
prerogative
money.
to do what they want.
It's their
However,
money. How you gonna tell them what to do?
however, I don't feel that if they go ahead and they pull out, they should not be able to be pulled back in.
I agree with that. I agree
I
with
agree
If
that.
with
you
you,
could go
Mr.
ahead
They'll
and
take
pull
their
out
money.
just
I
for
agree
something
with
as
that.
trivial as this,
That's
we
not
don't need
trivial.
you. And we're going to go ahead and survive without you. We will go ahead and put somebody else in your place. So go
I agree
ahead,
with that.
take your shit and go.
And go.
Do you
Just
know
like this.
how many people are trying to get the sponsorship of NFL? Something that the Coca-Cola has a contract for, that nobody's been able to go in there but Coca-Cola. Once
But
they
I
pull
bet
out, do you know how many other shit's
Pepsi
gonna come in?
Pepsi will grab it. Pepsi will
Oh
grab it
my
in a heartbeat.
god,
And
man!
How
Pepsi
you
will
know
I
that
allow
Pepsi
wouldn't
got
be
that money?
anybody
surprised.
in there
How you
just to
know
keep that
Pepsi got the
contract.
money to do that? Y'all
Pepsi,
assuming.
who else would there
I
be?
never said Pepsi. Y'all
I
is too
said
many,
Pepsi.
too many
Pepsi is
words.
I
Coca-Cola's
said y'all.
competition.
I didn't say anybody's name. If it doesn't include you, don't worry about it.
It could
I
be a
said
water company. It could be a water company. It
Could
could
be
be
anybody.
but
Fuji. It
why
could be
I don't
anybody.
get why you think that a company can't choose whether or not it's their choice. It's their money. They could back out, come in, whatever. You're not going to take their money?
But the thing
L-
is, if they pull
Listen,
out, like
if they
Mr.
put you,
said, if
they
they
have a
pull out,
choice to do whatever they want with their company. That's
yeah.
number one. They have their choice. My company, I have my choice. Whatever the hell I want to do with my company.
But
If
at
I
the
want to
same
close
time,
tomorrow all day, I'll close tomorrow all day. But all I know that once I close and once I pull out, there's no going back. And I may
hmm
lose a lot of shit that's gonna come that I may miss. But if I pull out, I know that I'm not gonna be able to get that. And I know there's a lot of people behind of what I want. So I'm gonna think twice and maybe a couple of times. But uh-uh. Mm-mm.
it's a sticky situation. Even if you own the company, there's certain decisions that you have to make that you're not gonna like, but it's good for the company. You know what I mean? Coca-Cola may not like Bad Bunny in this performance, but is it good for the company to pull out, or is it good for the company to stay there and stick it out? You know, I believe
that's
they
a
should stay.
decision that the board of directors should sit down and really consider this, because I think, me personally, if Coca-Cola pulls out of this deal, that's the downfall of their company, because you know how many Hispanics are not gonna drink Coca-Cola for this because they banned Bad Bunny, or they didn't support any. It's not just Bad Bunny. Okay,
Jump,
Bad
check
Bunny
your
is a
chat.
representative of is representing all the nationalities out there, all the Latinos community out there. Okay, and a lot of people are supporting him, even people that are not Hispanic, because they show what he's doing, what he's done for his community, how much he loves his island, how much money he's brought to his island that is so desperately needed. Okay. Do you know that Puerto Rico has blackouts because the electricity has to be shared, because their power plant was compromised during Maria, and it still is not at the full capacity. The whole island will not be lit up at the whole time. They share their lights. Parts of the island gets light at certain times. They're they're almost as close as what Cuba is doing in their island. And that's sad.
And she's absolutely right.
What?
Absolutely right.
All right. Well,
all right, y'all. It was an interesting podcast. I loved it.
That it was. I do have to tell you, Juan, thank you. I know he's not on right now, but I know he's going to rewatch probably the end. Juan, again, he is the owner of Cutler Ridge Components. It's a gun and manufacturing company that he owns. He actually put his link in the chat. So if you guys want to visit his website or have any questions, or you have a gun, or you want some extra toys, that's the guy to go to. So thank you, Juan, for joining. Yeah, toys, gun toys. So thank you guys for joining. Please like and subscribe our post. It's free to share.
Wait, time out before you cut it. Did you get my link?
Yeah,
I got it, but it got too late.
Closing out now.
We're closing out. We'll play it next time.
I wanted you to at least hear that snippet.
Play it from your phone, Jump. Play it from your phone, Jump.
I sent it to both of you guys.
You think Bad Bunny's a good...
What the heck was that?
Yeah, that's it.
Is that it? Oh, he's playing it.
I sent it to both of y'all.
All right, hold on. Let me...
playing it. You wait for him to do it. We're going to be here forever.
Dag right.
choice for the Super Bowl?
I'm not that knowledgeable about him, but it seems fine, and I don't know why it's a big deal. Seems like a great American artist, so sure.
He's not an American artist, but
he's Puerto Rican. That's part of America, dear.
Yeah, you don't think you have any problem with him saying the ICE is, well, I'm sure you don't, mother effers and sons of and that he's not going to perform here due to immigration?
America agrees with him on that. The majority of Americans think ICE has gone too far. They've watched videos of 79-year-old business owners be slammed to the ground and their ribs broken by ICE. So I think the American people are probably on board with that message at this point, Tommy.
Okay. Well, whoever you're talking to, I'm sure is. I'm not so sure the rest of the country is, but
I'm just looking at the polls. That's all.
Yeah, but you told me earlier the polls didn't matter, Crystal.
That are behind my statements, not just the vibes.
Matter. Remember that when you told me that earlier?
Yeah, because principles matter. Principles matter. And
So
when you're talking about where the American people are, where the American people are, that's when I consult the data. But in terms of what I believe,
it's helpful to you,
those are principles. No, in terms of what I believe, those are my principles, and I stand by them even when they're unpopular.
Well, I love that you do that. So that's the one thing that we can agree on, is that you should stand by your principles and the polls when they're advantageous to your side. Crystal, I enjoy the conversation. Thank you for having it. And best of luck with the Democrat socialist endeavor in America. Do you think Bad Bunny's a good
I can't believe she would say that. But some people are just too much. But we're going to close this out.
I would love to be a fly in her podcast.
I would like, heck no, I don't know about that.
I would have loved to have been just on the wall when she said that and see what she said after everything cut.
Right?
Thank you, everybody, for coming on the podcast. Thank you to Minnie. Thank you to Juan. And thank you, everybody who has tuned in to the Jump Podcast. Remember, like and subscribe to the channel every Friday, 7 o'clock Pacific time, 8 o'clock Eastern time. Y'all have a great weekend. Tata, any final thoughts before we sign off, girl?
No, check me out on Instagram, Divine Designs by Tata. It's my new shop, my new store. I'm still working on some stuff, but you guys will be able to go online and see everything that I'm doing and creating. So if you guys have any questions, hit me up.
That's
Misty,
right.
I love you, girl. Great to see you. Thank you.
Look, I can't believe he always does stuff like that.
I swear to God.
You're gonna get it, though.
You got any final thoughts?
Yes, of course. Shout out to my babies. I love you, my son and my daughter. Shout out to my mom and everybody else in the fam. Subscribe. My peoples, that's what's up. And have a good weekend. I'm out.
All right, stay backstage. And for the rest of y'all, yeah. Any final thoughts for you, bro?
You suck.
You know what, Kobe? I got you. Stay backstage. And y'all, don't forget, man, like and subscribe and share, man. Thank you for everything, for everybody out there. Be safe, man. And remember to put God first. It's the only way, y'all. We signing out from the Jump Podcast. Peace.
No one's safe.